Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to have a look at a quick analysis of Game 2 from the World Chess Championship between the World Chess Champion Liren and the challenger Gukesh Dommaraju. So we obviously had a look at Game 1 where Ding was able to pull out a win against Gukesh as black, and now here in this game Ding was playing white here. So we have e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4 and bishop c5. This is the Italian game. So here after d3, knight f6, obviously these are all known theory. There's nothing this thing. So after obviously knight c3, we have the four knights variation. And if you are a person who is eager to know what Gukesh's preparation is, we obviously know what Ding Liren's preparation in the last World Chess Championship. But if you want to know what is Gukesh's preparation, you probably have to look at Vishy Anand's preparation, because Gukesh plays here a6, which is not a popular move, but this is a move. This was played by Vishy Anand against Kramnik in 2019. I believe it was in Tata Steel, and Anand was able to win as black in this position. So Gukesh is using quite a lot of Anand's preparation, and obviously Anand is a five-time world chess champion and is an Indian chess legend. So obviously Gukesh is heavily relying on his preparations, looks like. So here a4 was played, and another familiar characteristics of Ding is to push this a pawn. In the previous game we saw as black Ding played this a pawn right up to a3. He pretty much brought out the a pawn right up to a3 and caused a lot of problems in white's camp. Now as white is using his a pawn again. So here d6 was played after white castle h6 and bishop 3, offering a trade of bishops. Black does the same with offering a trade of bishops, and here a5 was played. Now black's response has to be very clear. Now one of the disadvantage of this a5 move is this knight is simply attacking this pawn, and this rook obviously for the rest of the game will be pretty much defending this pawn. So here bishop takes c4, d takes c4, and now white's pawns are doubled. And here black castles, bishop takes c5, d takes c5, and now black's pawns are double. So both sides have double pawns on the queen side. And here b3 was played. The queens were exchanged in this position, and from now onwards, as you know, from now onwards, this game is pretty much very drawish unless there are some, if one person is willing to play in a risky manner. The main reason for that is the queen has been exchanged. So now black tries to bring the rooks to the open file, and white simply plays rook to c1. The whole reason is, as you can see, this rook has been currently defending this pawn here. So if you want to trade rooks, you obviously have to take with the knight. The king is too far away from the action, and so that's probably one of the reasons he pretty much went to c1. Obviously this square here, the d2 square, is being covered by the knight, so there's no problem for now. And here knight d4, offering a trade of knights. So now if you take the knight here as white, now it actually undoubles, or black won't have any double pawns anymore at the moment, and this will be slightly advantageous for black. So that's one of the reasons Ding didn't want to take the knight, but he simply went to e1, kind of defending the c1 c2 pawn, because obviously the knight was attacking this pawn. So here black now tries to double their rooks on the d file, and f3 was played, kind of solidifying the e4 pawn, and here king g7 was played, king f2, and here after h5 we have knight e2. Now obviously h5 move is probably the last blow. After this there's pretty much no way there is going to be a favorable result for either one of them, and it's going to end up as a draw now. So knight e2, and now here both players try to repeat moves. Probably one of the variations, I believe, instead of knight d4, black could have tried knight rook takes d1. As you can see, this other rook is actually guarding the a4 pawn, so obviously it has to be taken by the knight. And we have knight takes a5, rook takes a5, and then you can take this rook knight. The only problem is it is actually favorable for white, because white can simply take on c5, and then we have two pawns hanging there. One of the pawns will eventually fall, for example c6, then the other pawn will fall. But again, this is still not, even though white is a pawn up, it's still not very decisive for either party. This could have been tried, but after yesterday's defeat, I don't think Gukesh really wanted to risk anything. So as you can see, in this position here, going through this position, both players repeated their moves and it eventually ended up as a draw. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe, and it's bye for now.